It's Brian Preston, the money guy.
So this is from Brian, and this is a good one. He says, my spouse's employer has a 401k with no match.
Right.
My company does 4.5%, which is maxed out. So, I'm going to max out that. They also all allow after tax with in-service distributions. Woo! Is it better to max out after tax or have spouse contribute to non-max 401k? So here's his question.
Look, I love this question, but this is so nuanced.
I know.
Okay, go ahead. I'll let you roll with it then.
Here's his question. Should I do pre-tax for my spouse and get the tax benefit, or should I do after tax and do in-service distributions, and possibly I'm thinking about some sort of Roth?
Mega Roth!
That's what I was going for. That's exactly
Apex Predator.
Apex Predator. That was going to be my answer. My answer is we've actually done an entire show on 4 strategies that the wealthy, what's the name of it? 4 strategies. I think
it was 4 strategies of the rich and famous.
Of the rich. Of the rich. Is that right? Say it again, Ravi. Secret strategies.
Oh, there we go. That's much better.
So we did a show on that. What it really comes down to is it comes down to your age, your time horizon, and your specific tax circumstance. Because if you're someone who lives in maybe a high tax state and you're in a high tax, high income situation, it's really, really hard to walk away from the pre-tax benefit of your spouse, even if you're not getting a match on that. If, however, you're somebody young and you have a lot of time for tax-free growth to compound, then the Roth might make more sense. What I would argue is that if you're someone who's trying to make these decisions and you have these options available to you, you might be one of those people who's at the prime place where it does make sense to reach out to a professional and get someone else to kind of look over your shoulder.
Good, you brought that. See, this is what I was worried about. Scott, I wanted you to bring it back around because I know it's self-serving, but it is one of those things where you probably need a financial advisor. Because I'm working with Eric, one of the associates, on a case right now on Roth versus pre-tax, but it really depends upon age, what your state, because every state taxes pensions, Social Security. Yep. Some give you crazy benefits, like I know Georgia does. I know New York does to some degree. So you need to know, there's so many variables, and we have so many variables. I hate it when it's hard for us to give you one benchmark answer.
That's exactly right.
You're in a very nuanced, many facets to the decision. And look, I don't want you to have to spend money that you don't need to, but it's just like that conversation I had with your cohort that's in the entrepreneur organization. You guys don't even know the level you can take your finances until you turn over the rocks, because there's probably a way you could save or structure that a good financial advisor is going to help you go through all that journey with mitigate a lot of the stresses, and also just make you feel good that you're not having to do this solo.
Yep.
I'm always amazed at how many of the spouses that come to us that the other spouse looks at them as being the financial expert, and when the financial spouse says, I need to get somebody in here to help me, the non-financial spouse goes, but you've done such a great job. Why would you bring these guys in here on this? It's because they recognize I need somebody in here to be my co-pilot, because this is too big of an enterprise to blow it up. So you brought it around. Well done. I feel like high five.